The honey badger, a warrior that fears no opponent. Welcome to a land where every definition of danger is overturned. This is Africa, where lions roar and cheetahs sprint. But today, we are searching for a creature that simply does not care about any of it. Hidden within the Kenyan savanna, a legend endures. A creature small in stature, yet forged with a heart of steel. One that other predators recognize and choose to turn away from. This is the honey badger. You can call it a wild rogue, a walking ball of fury, or simply the honey badger. But it is best not to call it at all, because once it has made up its mind, all you can do is stand back and watch. The honey badger, less than a meter in length, barely 10 kilograms in weight. It looks harmless? Completely wrong. With black fur and a silver-white stripe running along its back, it wears a bold mark that says one thing only: it simply does not care. But its ultimate weapon is not its claws or its teeth. It is its skin, thick, tough, and almost loose. So difficult to pierce that most predators are forced to give up. More importantly, even when bitten, it can twist its body and strike back at its attacker. Imagine holding an empty leather bag packed with muscle and pure rage. A leopard bites down. The honey badger twists around and bites back. The fight becomes meaningless for its opponent. The honey badger is the only animal that seems to defy the very laws of physics. Most animals would die almost instantly after a snake bite. But the honey badger is different. It possesses near total immunity to venom. Bitten? No problem. And then it eats the very snake that just attacked it. This is revenge, African style. Scientists believe the honey badger's immunity comes from specialized proteins within its body that can neutralize neurotoxins. This very mechanism allows it to survive bites that would be fatal to most other animals. Across the dry, scorching land, the honey badger follows a scent trail to an ostrich nest. It moves low, slow, and deliberate, waiting for the moment the female ostrich leaves. Guided by sharp survival instincts, the honey badger understands that even the smallest window is enough to reach a rich source of energy. As the surroundings fall silent, the honey badger moves in at once. Using a mix of dexterity and unexpected strength, it rolls an egg out of the nest, careful not to cause too much disturbance. For this species, every successful attempt is proof of intelligence and an ability to exploit even the briefest opportunity in a fiercely competitive world. The honey badger is an omnivore, and it is this bold, uncompromising approach to foraging that has made it infamous. From scorpions and ostrich eggs to honey, venomous snakes, and even tortoises, there are virtually no limits to its diet. Every meal stands as proof of its ability to seize any opportunity for survival in a relentlessly competitive environment. The honey badger shares a remarkably unusual partnership with the honey guide bird. The honey guide cannot break into the hardened structure of a beehive on its own, and that is where it calls upon this stubborn collaborator. It is a perfect alliance. One provides the tools, the other shows the way. When it is not eating snakes or tearing open beehives, it hunts. And in the strangest moments, it rolls, thrashes, and rips through the sand, leaving its prey confused and unable to understand what is happening. It is this very chaos that creates an opening for the killing blow, an attack strategy built entirely on unpredictability. The honey badger is a solitary wanderer, constantly on the move. It does not build a permanent den, instead, digging a new burrow each night. Freedom is its instinct, and even tortoises with their hardened shells can become a meal along this chaotic journey. Why is the honey badger considered unstoppable? Because it never gives up and it knows no fear. When it decides to eat, any prey becomes a feast. When it chooses to move on, nothing has the power to stand in its way. The lion is the ruler of the savanna, while the honey badger is nothing more than a small black and white speck. Yet it never retreats. It charges forward, snarling in defiance, until even the king of beasts grows frustrated and turns away. This is the power of an unbreakable spirit, not of muscle. As the lion lowers its head and steps forward, the air tightens with every heartbeat. The honey badger responds by squaring up, its small eyes burning with unmistakable defiance. It does not retreat, but moves straight into the space between them. That sheer audacity forces the lion to hesitate, creating a rare moment of confrontation between absolute power and an unyielding will. In the animal world, the honey badger has no true natural enemies. Larger predators may sometimes kill it, but they rarely eat it. Perhaps even predators know better than to invite that kind of trouble. We often admire the strength of the tiger and the grace of the leopard. But the honey badger teaches us a different lesson. Never let size define your strength. The honey badger's ability to adapt is almost limitless. It withstands snake venom, bee stings, desert heat, and the claws of predators. When threatened, it lunges and growls, forcing even much larger opponents to hesitate. The honey badger is not the king of the plains, but a rebel. It needs no throne and follows no rules. All it requires is chaos to survive. And within that chaos, it is the freest creature of all. The honey badger survives by breaking every pattern. While other species rely on order to endure, it chooses a path apart. With no fixed territory and no group to depend on, it is guided only by audacity. That way of life has shaped a creature bound by no limits whatsoever. As the land trembles under the struggles of the powerful, the honey badger slips through the cracks of that very order. It exploits every shift, turning chaos into advantage. Without needing superior strength, it still commands caution, simply because no one can predict its next move. In a land where power is usually measured by muscle and fangs, the honey badger possesses something even more enduring, an unbreakable spirit. And within the chaos of nature, it becomes a symbol of absolute freedom, small in size, yet impossible to defeat. The Lion and the Never-Ending War. In the sun-baked grasslands of Masai Mara, life is not given freely. It must be fought for with claws, blood, and the purest survival instincts. For here, only the strongest are worthy of being called king. The lion is not only a symbol of strength, but also the embodiment of peak hunting mastery. With a supple body, razor-sharp claws, and astonishing speed, they become the ultimate rulers of the African savanna. A keen sense of smell enables lions to detect prey from hundreds of meters away. Their eyes, adapted to low light, let them hunt by day and night, making it difficult for any creature to escape their gaze. In contrast to the solitary image of the male lion, lionesses usually cooperate closely. They live in structured prides, hunt with tactical coordination, block escape routes, and strike from several angles. An individual can weigh up to 500 pounds, approximately 226.8 kilograms, and grow up to 3 meters long. But what makes them even more dangerous is their teamwork. When united, 3 to 4 lionesses can take down prey weighing close to a ton within minutes. But such strength must be sustained through constant hunting. Every step on the savanna is a gamble. Failure brings more than hunger. It threatens the strength of the entire pride. As the afternoon sun fades, the hunt begins. The pride moves quietly across the parched fields, where every step brings the brittle crunch of scorched grass and baked soil. Instinct guides the pride to a dry creek. Here, buffalo footprints are still clearly marked in the soft soil. An opportunity is close, and silence settles over the entire hunting party. The lionesses split the formation, widening into an arc. Some move along the undergrowth, while others hold the front to block escape. Each step is deliberate, and every look is an unspoken signal of weight and purpose. In the distance, a herd of Cape buffalo comes into view. They advance slowly, each step careful as they near the water's edge. Tension sweeps through the lion pride, muscles clench, and their eyes lock with burning focus on the prey. Suddenly, the wind changes direction. A buffalo raises its head, sensing something unfamiliar. It lets out a low growl, warning of danger. The herd swiftly tightens, with the larger ones shielding the calves. The ambush has been exposed. The surprise is lost. With no options left, the attack begins. The whole lion pride bursts forth like a raging fire, forming a burning circle around the buffalo herd. Every attempt to divide the buffalo herd proves futile. After several tense minutes, the lions are forced to withdraw. Not a single prey is taken. Even the finest hunters can face failure. Beneath the twilight sky, the lion pride heads back, breathing heavily. Hunger remains, yet instinct assures them they will not give in. This failure does not reflect the lion's weakness. It stands as evidence of the opponent's power. The Cape buffalo is among the most dangerous creatures in Africa. A full-grown buffalo can weigh close to a ton, with powerful muscles and horns sharp as axe blades. Yet their greatest weapon is not personal strength. It is the instinct to act as one. Unlike antelope or zebra, Cape buffalo never run off alone. They quickly form a defensive ring, shielding their young in the middle and standing ready to strike back at any threat. One precise blow can crush a skull, snap bones, and bring death to any predator. Even a male lion must think twice before challenging this living fortress. They do not strike first, but they never show fear. This is why the Cape buffalo, despite its slow pace, stands as the toughest test on the savanna. The struggle between predator and prey turns more brutal as the dry season takes hold. Water becomes the most valuable resource, bringing every creature to the same spot. The pools grow smaller, revealing fractured ground. As more animals converge, the chance of confrontation rises. This land has no place for compromise. As food grows scarce, the pressure builds on every individual. The elderly, the weak, and the ill are easily left behind. That is the moment predators wait for, when the weakest link breaks away from the herd. During this period, lions grow thin quickly. A week without a successful hunt can exhaust the whole pride, placing every action on the delicate line between survival and death. From the sky, the savanna appears as a giant chessboard. Each step is a calculated move. No one truly commands the game, but only the best adapted can endure. When the pride grows weak and outside pressure hits its highest point, a new battle erupts. A battle from within. When an unfamiliar male lion invades, a fight for territory is unavoidable. It is a showdown between two dominant forces, marked by thunderous roars and powerful muscle. Triumph grants supreme power, the right to breed, the right to command the pride. The defeated withdraws in agony, marked by injuries, failure, and sometimes death. After the brutal clashes, a new order takes shape. The savanna regains its deceptive peace, concealing the storms that are still looming. Amid the brutal cycle of survival, the heaviest burden is not hunger alone, but the future of the pride, the offspring of the savanna. Maternal love in nature is not gentle hugs. It is defending with your life. It is tending wounds. It is a readiness to fight to the death if the young are in danger. But that future remains fragile. Predators, illness, and starvation are constant threats. Each healthy cub is a miracle, born from endless acts of sacrifice. Life on the savanna is a cycle of renewal. Every lion cub is a beacon of hope, keeping the bloodline alive. And the true wonder is that in this unforgiving land, they still endure. Lions do not fight for enjoyment. They understand that every bite has a price. Yet the fierce drive to survive and reproduce pushes them to stake it all. The sun sets slowly behind the burning horizon, marking the end of another day of struggle. The last rays of light gild the back of the legendary Masai Mara. The silent tempest. It arrives without warning and sweeps away all life. In Africa, there is no justice and no mercy. Each dawn becomes a wager between life and death, where weakness invites death, and only those willing to bite and fight have a chance of surviving another day. In the parched savanna, there exist creatures that, though not large in size, instill fear in every living thing. They are the Umbra Pack, silent killers and masters of a unity that cannot be broken. They have no need of a lion's claws and possess none of the brute strength of a hyena. What forces every creature to yield is their absolute pack spirit and a hunting instinct honed over thousands of generations. A pack, one will. A strategy sharp as a blade. When they decide to hunt, no creature is fast enough to escape the jaws, closing in from every direction like an invisible trap. Wild dogs do not hunt merely to survive. They hunt for the survival of their young, for a species whose hope is fading amid grasslands where death lurks like a sleepless shadow. In the Serengeti, the Ambra pack has just welcomed fragile new lives into the world. Yet countless threats still lurk around them, from bloodthirsty predators to dangers hidden within every blade of grass. Tala, the lead female, stays behind to guard the den, her ears upright and her gaze fixed on the distance. Out there, any passing shadows could become a nightmare ready to snatch away every hope they have. For the Ambra pack, no one stands apart. Every small life is a sacred responsibility, shared by all. An invisible thread binds their past, their present, and the fragile future of their kind. On a sweltering morning, the Ambra pack spotted a troop of baboons gathered at the edge of the forest. Their empty, aching stomachs drove them to take a desperate gamble on prey they were not accustomed to facing. Meanwhile, the baboon troop remained absorbed in their own squabbles, entirely unaware that predators were quietly closing the circle around them. In that fateful moment, the baboon dashed for the nearest tree, relying on its climbing instinct, the only advantage that might save it from the wild dog surging towards it like a storm. Thanks to its sharp survival instinct, the baboon managed to slip free of the circle of bloodthirsty wild dogs, leaving behind only their furious snarls and howls. Beneath the scorching sun of the savannah, there are few choices to be made. The wild dog pups are forced to fight over each scrap of meat in order to cling to their fragile hold on life. Here, unity is the only shield stronger than fangs and despair. It is what keeps the flame of survival burning and carries forward the enduring legacy of this silent species. Even the finest hunters are always hunted in return. Lions, the mightiest force on the savannah, are the nightmares that forever haunt the Ombra pack, their thunderous roars echoing like an omen of a bloody end. A single ear-splitting roar is enough to flatten the grass and tear apart the fragile peace that Tala and her kin have struggled to hold on to through countless days and nights, a thread so delicate it could snap at any moment. Lions show mercy to no living creature. They can crush a fully grown dog and turn the efforts of the entire pack to dust in an instant. On the thin boundary between life and death, unity becomes the only flame that keeps hope alight. It is this bond that helps the pack overcome fear, stand firm against danger, and continue fighting for the survival of all. As dawn breaks, the Ombra pack moves in once more. Behind them lie blood-specked tracks and dust, tracing an unfinished story of a will to survive stronger than any peril they face. Each step is a vow, never to retreat, never to surrender, never to bow before any fate. In this world, only those who dare to fight to the very end live on to tell the story. In the Serengeti, the smallest of creatures have become legends. For the African wild dogs do not merely hunt, they teach every living being to fear and to respect the power of unity. Today, the Ombra pack faces no simple choice. They must bring down an adult wildebeest, a creature 4 times heavier than any one of them. To fail would mean a slow death for the entire pack. Amid the sun-scorched sea of golden grass, the wild dogs burst forward like living arrows. They tighten the circle around the panicked wildebeest. Growls erupt, claws score the dry earth, and in that whirlwind of chaos, the verdict between life and death is sealed. After the battle, the wild dogs are left panting, their chests heaving. Their eyes still burn with the fire of hunger, as though the chase just moments ago was only the beginning of a much longer bloodshed that lies ahead. Across the vast savanna, predators such as lions, leopards, and hyenas are ever watchful. Yet the wild dogs endure through their extraordinary cohesion, a bond that makes them warriors no creature can easily dismiss in the brutal race for survival. Each hunt is a ruthless drama, where buffalo, antelope, and even the smallest of lives may become the next target. In such a world, the wild dogs are not merely hunters, but living proof of the strength born from unity. As the sun sinks beneath the golden horizon, the wild dog's howls rise like a stark reminder that in this land no creature is allowed the luxury of weakness. For nature grants favor only to those who fight on until their very last breath. Amazon, the relentless spiral of life and death. The Amazon, a vast forest where sunlight scarcely penetrates the thick canopy. Each step leads into a realm of mystery, outwardly still, but hiding a vibrant, suffocating rhythm of life. Under the interwoven canopy, darkness covers the earth, shaping the forest into an endless maze. The Amazon conceals ancient mysteries, where each breath of wind and course of water speaks of vigorous life. Within the shadows of the Amazon, the jaguar's golden eyes shine like two burning embers. Each motion is soundless, each stride assured, making it a phantom predator that few creatures ever evade. Possessing a muscular frame and golden coat adorned with commanding black spots, it represents more than untamed beauty. It is the emblem of the jungle's sovereign, regal yet perilous. In the faint glow that pierces the canopy, a sounder of wild boar appears, moving slowly as they feed upon the forest floor. They may seem innocuous, but hidden beneath their coarse frames are secrets scarcely imagined. The wild boar possesses remarkable stamina in running. Though low in stature with short legs, it can charge at speeds of 40 km/h, swiftly outdistancing many of the bulkier hunters. Yet today, a fleeting lapse leaves it within sight. The jaguar's gaze fixes upon its every motion, and the air itself feels suspended. A sharp sound shatters the air, and the herd of wild boar scatters in alarm. The jaguar launches a swift assault, teeth and claws sinking in, yet the prey counters with a forceful thrust, transforming the hunt into a fierce struggle. The struggle is short yet intense. The jaguar maintains its grip, evading the deadly thrusts before subduing its prey with a fatal bite. The silence that follows affirms the triumph of the proud hunter. As a stealthy hunter, the jaguar requires no prolonged pursuit. One sudden leap, one fatal bite, and the prey falls at once. Such strength renders it the silent killer of the Amazon. The chaos subsides, and the ancient forest returns to calm. Below the hushed surface of the water, faint ripples drift outward. A stealthy predator remains concealed, prepared to continue the relentless tale of survival. From the lofty branch, the jaguar's glowing golden eyes fix upon a dark figure lying still beneath the murky waters of the river. At first sight, it appears merely a rotting log, yet the jaguar perceives the caiman, the formidable hunter of those waters. That coarse gray-green hide is the ideal disguise, and its lethal silence is its most formidable weapon. But today, the ruler of the river has fallen into the sight of another ruler. The jaguar observes quietly. Its piercing, icy gaze fixes on the silhouette of the caiman concealed below the water. With footsteps light as the breeze, the jaguar moves toward the river's edge. Its muscles tense, prepared to launch a deadly spring. The space seems to hold its breath, awaiting the instant the hunter acts. A battle that seemed impossible. Suddenly, the jaguar plunges with dreadful speed, sinking its teeth firmly into the caiman's neck. The battle for dominance ends abruptly. The unseen hunter affirms its supreme power, making the river beast its next meal. Triumph goes to the jaguar, yet the river retains its mysteries. In the Amazon, none remain unbeaten. Every struggle is but a brief chapter in the unending saga of survival. The Amazon keeps breathing to its own rhythm, long after the struggles have subsided. Within that endless green labyrinth, life and death are forever interwoven. And tomorrow, beneath the dense canopy, a fresh play of survival will commence.